Apparently it's working. That's what I was getting. What am I supposed to do?
Mother's heart. 2 more days, then I'll know what it's like in there. It's so many people crammed into one place. I guess no one ever gets lonely in there.
Fuck yeah. Man, Laura's got the shit. You have pony meat, rich meat, and fat. I think fatty meat is the way to go. Doesn't really look like I harvested it. Uh-oh. Fuck here.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
Nothing like a quartering away shot. Fuck really. Oh, there goes the one protein. Hey, there's no fatty meat on this one?
This'll last.
Listen, which how the fuck forget? God damn it. What the fuck do you do with your medicine pouch when it's Come on now. God damn it. Oh, god damn it.
Red light means trouble.
Okay, but how do I sort this? Okay, tell me that has nothing to do with where to go. I am 1,000 years old. What's he even doing? What is it? Upgrade this. That works. Friends. Islands. Break. Happened there? Oh, brave forager, traveler. Oh, I see. You get more. Fucking brave, light spear. The hell, boy. Yeah. Need a fucking nap already. TV, you suck. Die. Okay. Okay, it's fucking hot here. I'm gonna put all this shit. A little bit blurrier on the game. You know, on the just change that. Big go 6 though. See if that helps. I think that's geared right up. Static.
Gonna have to ring up my boots later.
Shite on the fucking street. What are you gonna do? Alright. 5,000-year-old man continues to play games. How the fuck do you empty out your fucking medicine post? Get fucked. Yeah, I know my medicine pouch is full. How do you access fucking medicine pouch? P? You push P for pouch? Man. Well, seriously. Not the only one. Press the D and back. G is crouch, bitch. Not cycling through anything. Here, right over there. Oh, okay, now it's fine.
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Can I cancel that arrow? Man, the weather changes like fucking crazy. Eh? Somewhat shit on. Oh, get over it. Oh my fucking millions of fans. Fuck it up. Well, fucking cold. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was cold. Hey, welcome to the Epic Boomer Gaming channel. Literally gonna take me 3 fucking human lifetimes to do anything. Not a kid-friendly stream. Video, whatever you want to call it. Let your kids watch your asshole. Hey, let's go. Okay, seriously, the fucking medicine pouch. How do I give medicine pouch or oh my god. How do people do anything on a fucking cell phone? Get fucked. Completely. my game crashes, it's because gaming on Linux. Finale. Oh no. I'm gonna have to go save this video game. I might have to end. Yeah. Best spot upgrading. I am so fucking old that I'm apparently supposed to just know how to do what I'm supposed, like what I'm asking to find. Oh my god. Are you dead serious right now? These are 4-year-old videos. They're 4-year-old videos. Oh my god. I'm 1,000 years old. What in the world? Can you help me? I can't hear you. I'm dying inside.
Keep that for later.
What in the world is the point of this video? You dead serious? That was fucking brutal, bud. Hey, maybe I don't understand what the hell.
On November 10th, YouTube announced that whether this impact...
Yeah. I don't know if I can watch a live video streaming. I might just try it. Horizon Zero Dawn. Fucking. Medicine pouch. Horizon Zero.
Hey guys, Leo K here. Horizon Zero Dawn is a fantastic game in that it can actually be quite challenging and it genuinely demands investment out of you. Aloy asks you to get on her level, and unless you do that you're probably going to die. While that's something I really love about the game, it also means that when you get slapped up by enemies, especially on the higher difficulty levels, you're going to start running out of medicinal herbs in your medicine pouch. This is the fastest, easiest location I found to fill up your medicine pouch back to full in a very short time. Here it is on the map. It's the campfire in the Sacred Land that's got the Daytower Gate to the top left of it, and it's got Two Teeth Bandit Camp to the upper right.
Oh my god.
Spawning here lets you collect a huge amount of salve brush, which is not only abundant in this area,
Good
the
job.
Two Teeth Camp. And here in the main story, gather some herbs, turn to the campfire, make sure you save at it, then hit restart from last save from the options button menu. You'll keep all the herbs you've collected, but they'll all have respawned. Rinse and repeat until your pouch is full. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time, and to avoid...
God damn it.
Saving these for the
This is painful right now. Absolutely in pain. Okay, that's it. Break me down. Break me down if you... Okay, let's try.
There are a plethora of reasons to transition your daily driver gaming rig over to Linux.
You could be sticking it to the man.
Or wanting to support the open source community.
Maybe you daily drive Linux for work already.
I tried. I've tried. No good.
And all your games are natively supported anyway.
Or maybe you just want a new and challenging hobby.
But if what you want is a simple, painless gaming experience, then let this be a cautionary tale. One of trials, tribulations, and of course, sponsors. Thanks to Arilo for sponsoring this video. Arilo is a digital eSIM marketplace that allows you to directly download a Flash challenge Luke and I avoided, specifically seeking out titles that would either validate the Linux gaming experience or intentionally make it look bad. We just focused on playing the games that we would normally want to play.
Or at least we
I can't play mine on. Alright.
tried to, because not all the games we wanted to play actually worked. The very first day I installed Linux, I also tried to play the Battlefield 2042 beta. The previous day, still on Windows, I owned some noobs with my buddy Joe, and we wanted to play again the next night. But that wasn't going to happen due to this challenge. It was reassuring, I guess, that even more advanced Linux users were also unable to play, but that didn't actually remedy the fact that I couldn't play games with my friends.
It's funny because I assumed that this challenge would be more painful for me.
Like, how serious of a gamer are you? Have like a man.
Than it would be for Luke. I mean, after all, he has years of Linux experience, while I came in with basically none. But here's the thing. I game mostly by myself as a way to relax or to hang out with my kids, and I am extremely flexible about what game I'll play. If something doesn't work, screw it, I'll just play something else. Luke, on the other hand, whose social circle is deeply immersed in gaming culture, has so much more on the line if he can't solve a problem.
Yeah, like I literally had a friend ask, "Hey dude, when are you going to be back?" Obviously, I had never actually left, but I was a lot more difficult to include as a lot of competitive games that have anti-cheat just don't work. Or it took me so long to get a lot of games to a satisfactory level that by the time I was ready, everyone else was just done gaming for the night. And as a lot of my friends like to just try random games out for fun, this actually happened a lot.
Our goal is not...
You have to literally... Computers are tools. If every time I tried to use my hammer to hit a different nail in, the hammer didn't work anymore, until I figured out how to use the hammer again, or maybe my hammer actually just can't even hammer that nail in anymore, man, your tool is fucking useless at that point.
Not to spread FUD about the state of Linux gaming though, so it's time to get specific about some of our less good experiences. First up is Steam, or rather, not Steam. Valve's goal of reaching 100% compatibility with the entire Steam game library is admirable, actually incredible. As noted by this here Reddit post, the Steam game library is chock full of amazing gaming experiences from AAA studios and indie developers alike.
You can't play Stronghold Crusader on Steam on Linux.
But it's also not the silver bullet that it would have been 10 or even 5 years ago, when nearly every game worth playing was available on Steam.
Half of Twitch's top 20 games, at least at the time of filming this, are not on Steam. And I know being a popular game to stream doesn't necessarily mean it's popular with random gamers out there, but these are all very big name games. And being on Steam isn't an automatic win either. Look at Apex Legends and New World. Both massive games, both listed as borked on ProtonDB.
Native Linux games are obviously going to be your best bet. Want to try one of my personal favorites, Crosscode? Click install, click play, and as simple as that. I mean, I was amazed at how painlessly my Xbox One controller worked. Though I should note that I stuck with a wired connection rather than trying to tackle getting the unofficial XOW driver working. Valheim, meanwhile, ran amazingly...
Wait. Okay. Yes. Borked. Obstructing someone by systematically defaming them. That's a hell of a word.
Amazed at how painlessly my Xbox One controller worked. Though I should note that I stuck with a wired connection rather than trying to tackle getting the unofficial XOW driver working. Valheim, meanwhile, ran amazingly and immediately, demonstrating how even smaller developers can make it work if they've got the will.
In addition to that, while not necessarily native, I played Legion TD2, Towerfall Ascension, Faster Than Light, Slay the Spire, Path of Exile, and Rust, and they all worked perfectly with zero actual effort. And interestingly enough, Dota 2 and CSGO both had completely game-breaking problems that weren't isolated to my system during the challenge. They seem to be solved now, but it goes to show that just like with Windows, because a piece of software was made...
So I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn right now. You can see I'm a boomer and I don't know how to... My medicine pouch is full and I can't figure it out. So I'm playing Horizon, right? I tried to play that game yesterday because today I have to parent at some point. So I just built a home NAS server and wanted to swap the boot drive from that turn it into the boot drive of my computer, like my one I'm using to play the game. And so I reinstalled Windows, right? And then Horizon Dawn didn't want it would not get past 36% in the optimizing for the game for your whatever the beginning. Over and over, I reinstalled Windows 4 fucking times and reset up, all the privacy, turning off services, setting up WinArrow Tweaker, turning off Windows data collection and all that nonsense, and just 4 times, my guy. Windows sucks too.
For it doesn't mean it's actually going to be perfect.
I didn't have any issues running CSGO. Even got me some kills, boys. But I did notice significantly more stutters than I'm used to seeing on this class of hardware. That could be...
That's true. I had tons of stutters and shit trying to play ARM on Linux.
An NVIDIA driver issue, or it could be something else entirely, but for me, it worked well enough that I didn't feel like digging any further into that rabbit hole. Not when I could be digging for a sweet hoodie like this one on LTTstore.com instead.
The next tier is Windows native games that Valve officially lists as Linux-capable via Steam Play. But before we go any further, I just want to say massive respect to the incredible teams who have worked tirelessly to make running Windows games on Linux possible. Valve's Proton compatibility layer is amazing. It's forked from Wine, which has been multiple decades in the making, with about half of its source code written by volunteers. That's freaking wild.
That's impressive.
And of course, honorable mentions all around for the dedicated communities that maintain tools like Lutris, which automates hacky workarounds for newbies, and ProtonDB, which serves as both a troubleshooting resource and a reference for which game.
I tried to use those, man. Point is useless, honestly. Like, I mean, it's obviously not useless, but obviously not smart enough then.
Games work so you won't have to waste your money on a bad experience. With all of that said, in spite of all of that work, we're honestly just not there yet. And we're mere months from the launch of the Steam Deck, when 100% compatibility is supposedly coming, which, as of writing this, just got pushed back by 2 months to February.
Also, Doom Eternal reported great performance on my system, over 200 frames per second using the included tool. I'm kind of reminded of the issues that we used to see in old SLI configurations, where the actual perceived animation smoothness is substantially less than what the benchmark seems to suggest it should be. Again, I thought maybe this is an issue with my proprietary NVIDIA driver, maybe it's out of date, but Manjaro begs to differ. Apparently, I am up to date, so your mileage may vary. Another problem that's been a thorn in the side of the Linux community for years is anti-cheat. Now, the game launches and seems to run totally fine, but while theoretically enabling BattlEye anti-cheat in Rainbow Six Siege is as simple as Ubisoft reaching out, doing a little bit of kajiggering and off we go, because BattlEye has supposedly supported Linux for ages, Ubisoft hasn't done that yet. Why?
Well, because natively supporting Linux is seen by some developers as a somewhat brutal experience. Ben Gaulis has a rather enlightening thread about this on Twitter. He goes on to explain that while Linux gamers were a very vocal part of their pre-launch community, they accounted for less than 0.1% of sales. Yet they...
Which is literally the same statistic as every loudmouth piece of shit human / group that just runs their mouth perpetually. They have nothing to do except complain.
Generated more than 20% of auto-reported crashes and support tickets. He also stated that near the end of his time there, nearly 100% of tickets were still Linux-related, despite Linux receiving the majority of the engineering effort, meaning the company likely spent hundreds of thousands of dollars supporting a community that made them a few hundred in sales revenue. And this isn't the only version of this story. And every time problems like these happen, it's just more ammo for developers that would rather spend zero time working on Linux versions of their products. I believe that is why over 65% of reported anti-cheat enabled games have not confirmed Linux compatibility, despite many of the anti-cheat developers getting on board.
And as much as everyone already knows it, it bears repeating. The fragmentation problem continues to be desktop Linux's greatest obstacle to widespread adoption. Take It Takes Two, for example. This is a gold-rated Windows-native Origin game that I got running effortlessly, though I did buy it through Steam and I did launch it through Steam. At least it was effortless until I wanted to have 2 controllers running at the same time. Kind of a requirement for this particular game if I want to play it with the wife. That sent me on a quest to ProtonDB to see if anyone else had the same problem. And no, not really. Everyone else's problems are basically random. So, guess we're not playing that game for now. One of my other favorite games, Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, was as simple...
There's so many video games on this planet.
Simple to run as clicking install and enabling a couple of launch flags. Awesome! But if you want to play multiplayer, whoo boy! Here's the story. When gas-powered games went under, a small community arranged to preserve multiplayer support for the game by building their own launcher. It is an amazing example of the way that the PC gaming community can come together to preserve experiences that would otherwise be completely lost due to corporate buttholery. Unfortunately, every guide I could find to get the Forged Alliance Forever launcher working on Linux was either hopelessly out of date or not applicable to my particular distro. I don't blame the devs. Really, nothing but love for you guys. But Linux gamers, and more broadly, the Linux community, needs to understand that until the burden of supporting Linux is reduced significantly, this is always going to be a problem.
We actually live streamed trying to work through the Forged Alliance issues on Floatplane. Subscribe, by the way. There were more than a few comments in the chat criticizing us for choosing to play that particular game because it's old, it's just some crappy Java game, it's obscure, or because it's not fair to Linux, or whatever.
But the bottom line is that none of that matters. What matters is that we like it, and we wanted to play it, but instead of doing that, we played Terminal Command Simulator. And
my son likes to do that. Type whatever the hell you want in the terminal and feel like a hacker. Okay, let's clean up my mess here. Just adults.
honestly, I've gone through enough of that over the last month that it has sucked a lot of the enjoyment out of using my computer. Like, I have a pretty busy life, and when I manage to salvage an hour to relax and play video games, that is what I want to do. And it's really opened my eyes to why so many people choose to play on console instead of on PC. Like, this has got to be how a not super computer savvy user feels about updating a driver or fixing a firewall setting every time they just want to play a bloody game.
To be clear, I would never say that just because some old game doesn't run, it means that Linux sucks. In fact, I've permanently switched my laptop over to Linux because there are a lot of things it just does really well, even for someone more on the noob side of things like me. What it does mean is that gaming on Linux can kind of suck.
It's not that I don't enjoy tinkering with PCs as a hobby. I mean, man, the rush when Anno 1800 launched after spending a bunch of time fighting with it was phenomenal. I felt like the king. But then the next 45 minutes of, okay, why isn't multiplayer connecting, completely destroyed that vibe. You know, it's because Luke installed the game through the script on the Lutris page, and then I Lutrised Ubisoft Connect and installed the game through that, resulting in a version mismatch. Is it because of some kind of Manjaro firewall nonsense? The answer ended up being that multiplayer used to work, which helped Anno 1800 get a gold rating on ProtonDB, but now it does not.
Which isn't to say it won't ever work again. If you're a Linux developer wizard, you might be able to fix it yourself, or you might end up just needing to wait for the community to patch it. But anything that relies on an external service that updates independently of your computer can just unexpectedly break, and that's a lot of games these days.
So you always need to make sure that you read, especially the recent comments, rather than just relying on the
So what it comes down to is same. It always has. If you're trying to do anything specific, platform that is not heavily financially supported by major companies, what are you going to do? Be a nerd, and you got to figure it out.
Rating on ProtonDB. Another prime example of this is Minecraft Dungeons. Works great, apparently. Well, as long as you happen to own it through Steam, rather than through Microsoft directly with the old launcher.
Could not handle the fact that in order for my son to play Minecraft through Linux, we tried. He loves it. Was using a super old computer for him. Through Pop OS on it. He loved it. Okay. I would have had to spend another $40 freaking on another version of Minecraft.
Because in that case, apparently you can make it work. But for most people, I think it's safe to say that you're just going to have to rebuy the game.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to play that with my kids in a month.
That ended up being an ongoing theme of this challenge. ProtonDB, again, respect for all the work that you do. It can save you a lot of time, but it won't just automatically fix all your problems. Gold, to me, should mean a pretty typical gamer can do it. So while the rating system makes for a very impressive story on the homepage, did you know, fellow gamers, that 78% of the top 100 games are gold or better?
150,000 reports. That's it? 150,000. How many copies of what's a new one? Halo Infinite. Is that the new one? Halo Infinite, the new one? $81 million copies of one video game were sold. Okay? 81 million. In ProtonDB, they have 150,000 reports on video games right now. Come on. It's not comparable, even close. The fact that it works at all is a fucking miracle, clearly.
Wow. The truth is a lot less rosy.
And there's another big problem with ProtonDB. It only includes Steam games. And while you can use the Proton compatibility layer on non-Steam games, even considering tools like Lutris, the compatibility picture outside of Steam is not as simple as, well, ProtonDB says Linux gaming compatibility is good.
I mentioned Escape from Tarkov earlier. It's been broken for so long that due to Battlestate Games adding anti-cheat, their Linux Discord has turned into a matchmaking channel for other games so they can have some fun while they wait. Genshin Impact, kind of a huge game right now, no Linux compatibility. And while I did manage to find a honestly really great Russian guide from Penguin Gang that I could probably follow, it illustrates a point that I haven't really talked about much yet. Being on Linux can take a lot of the spontaneity out of gaming. You can't just be like, oh cool, that game looks neat, and expect to be playing it in just a few minutes. I also hope you're not necessarily a fan of playing games right on launch. Forza Horizon 5, for example.
Oh, there you go.
Amazing. Straight up fantastic. That people got it working within just 5 days of launch. But that also means that it wasn't working for 5 days after the launch. And if all your friends were playing, they now have sick cars, and you're stuck trudging through the swamps for a barn find.
To be clear, I don't want this to take away from some of the great experiences that I've had gaming on Linux in the last month. After an extremely short setup, my daughter was happily hanging out in a Discord voice channel with her siblings playing Minecraft Java Edition and had no idea she was on a completely different platform.
Yeah.
That's freaking amazing.
Pretty much
Luke and I
agree.
had some awesome Don't Starve Together sessions,
Yeah.
totally stable, no crashes, and more recently, my son and Luke and I had a blast pinning each other to walls in Towerfall using Remote Play Together, which worked great on Linux. Overall, I'm really happy I did the challenge. I learned a lot, and it gave me a lot of hope for the
My son loves using Linux. And it's definitely making him smarter. Like, he's learned so much more about computers. Because of Linux.
future, and I will absolutely be trying to stick with Linux when the Steam Deck shows up sometime next year. But, to summarize the question that we set out to answer, is this the year of the Linux desktop?
No.
For gamers, the answer is no. I'm sorry. And the more niche your use case gets, you know, maybe you're super into modding, or the racing or flight sim scenes, or maybe you're a big VR lover, the more resounding that no gets.
And if I'm being honest, I'm in the same camp. But something has given me a lot of hope, and that's how much positivity we've seen from the Linux community in spite of our concerns. Because even if I'm not ready to convert my gaming rig just yet, it gives me hope that one day the meme will end, and the year of the Linux desktop will.
Yeah, well. Until then, use WinArrow Tweaker. When the fuck do you empty out your goddamn medicine pouch? Is the really serious question, though. How do you use your medicine? Bro. How do you use your medicine? Somebody fucking tell me. Okay, my crap on this. Or what? You keep looking at your hand. Oh, oh snow. Probably be get up there, I guess. Oh, that's okay. Video game. Oh, so trying to play this one for remember never worked for me. Started to get it to work. You can take a look if you want. Robots that are walking lots around. See you.
Okay. Can you kill them?
Eh?
Kill them?
Yeah, you can. The waypoint. Look around. Look at where these like 12 feet are. I'm hiding in the grass. Go on. Go all the way in a circle. Back the same. In a circle. Where's the yellow piece? Screen. There's like so many of those things. In fact, see where if you can line up that. I don't know why it's not showing. Whatever. I also got to try and gather materials from. Why don't you try? Just so if you go this way, like look. Try and get on here. I'm up there. Sweet.
So I just walk up that path?
Yeah. Or you walk straight towards it if you want.
Help me? Oh, this trail that I'm on?
Oh, look at that. Okay, hold on. I wanted you to go up that ladder. I don't know. Stop. Not that one. Now look around. Think. You're gonna like hold forward, jump, and then just keep holding forwards, and you should be able to grab on that rock. Up there, yeah. Oh, it's gonna spot you. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, I can also hold. I know shift. Wait. That was an adventure.
Go on the zip line.
I have no idea. Like that. Yeah, see, over left here, right here. These orbs. You doing?
Oh, she put it away.
So old, I don't know how to use my net. Oh, let me sprint again.
A quick way down.
Can my girl sprint? The girl sprint.
Trickier than I thought it was going to be.
Interesting.
That's right. Turn it later. I'm an out.
That's a lot. One left in the world.
Ready or not.
walk around and gather up all the stuff from all the animals.
This place. This?
It said take all. Right here. Did you already get that?
This?
Oh. So, the other two animals.
Looted that.
Did you?
Yeah, I already looted that.
No. The other way before. Distraction. I just had that wrong. Oh, watch that. Careful now. Come on. How the hell do you get me so lost?
Honestly, it's area, right?
I know, but you spin it around in circles in such a way that it's impossible.
White as bone. That thought got dark.
Impossible to understand. Get me so directions and angles, and I have no idea where I came from. Okay? Like if I took you for a walk in the forest, and then, like, we were just walking, all of a sudden I just spun you around. Like, where do we come from? Same thing. You look tired. Did you have a rough weekend? There we go. No, it's not. Guys, way back. Oh, that's not even one.
Hold tab.
More. Use these arrows again. Half more. Oh. Have to coach up. Uh-oh. Yeah, just calm down. Hold the left trigger to aim. And hold the right trigger. Hold the left mouse to aim. Push and hold this one to pull your bow back and let it go. Shoot him right in the face. Hold the button.
Okay, now what?
Aim. Hold your trigger. Let it go. Uh-oh.
It worked!
Hold the trigger and hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Okay. Aim. Go back the arrow. Now let go of the arrow. Okay.
Okay, we need more blades.
Push, sleep okay this weekend?
Yeah.
Wake up early, go to bed late. Break already? Lunch? You eat lunch before you What have you eaten today? That's what is
DJ. Yeah.
what you want? Look. Don't let go until you let go. Your lips are super chapped, chunk. I know you just put some.
I put some on.
Did ya? What kind of grams? What kind? Oh, good. Good stuff. Here, let me fix this. There we go. Realize I put. Oh, these are clean. I did laundry finally. I did not realize I put. Just like a little bit of water in there. Great effort. Here you go. Okay. Need attention right now, or are you okay? Put one of those squishy balls in here. You need the squishy ball of Grammys?
Pop.
And the second one popped?
Yes. After a while, they just pop.
Okay, you're squishing them too hard then.
I squish it exactly like.
I'm telling you, if they're popping, going too hard.
It's always the top of it though. It always goes.
tell you, popping them, pushing it too hard. Okay? The only answer. You're popping them, you're squishing them too hard. Like this one hasn't popped. Great. You understand my point? Okay. Like the strongest object in the planet can be broken. A force against it and you'll break it. Okay? Right? And my point? Everything can be broken. Broken two of them. Squeezing them too hard. Okay? All I can tell you. This water's yesterday. I was supper at Grammy's. You guys have supper at Grammy's then? Like Mandy was there and stuff?
Yeah.
Mary ITV.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this a lot today. And it's plugged into the internet. It's not plugged into my server or anything. Just been doing.
Yeah, we do.
Ah.
That would have gone in my thing.
Who in there then?
No, it would have gone into it. Good.
I know. Dude, perfect. Right inside. First try. Good enough. Oh, screwed perfect. Bro. Hey, am I cleaning up the candy tax? We have run a peanut. Not that I haven't already. It only came with 4 rockets. Okay. What a Weasley little conniver. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright. You want to empty out the dishwasher for me after this show, maybe? Put another one on after if you need. Have tofu and rice for supper tonight, okay? Like, got a veggie. You just have an all white plate. You do tofu, rice, and cauliflower. Won't put any salt or any pepper or nothing. Boil.
No, you can put salt because it's white.
I could. I'll just boil it all in water. Drain it and put it on a plate.
Where's my supper?
And I'll be like, eat it, chunks.
Where is it? In the plate.
Oh, it's just a white plate. Put it on a white plate. Play with the kids at all this weekend? Cool. All these songs.
So could eat it. So on your
It's like the exact same song as Geronimo, by the way. He's the one you call Geronimo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. He's the one you call Geronimo. It's not quite exactly the same. Hey, dude, chill. What did you have for supper the other night? Try any of those cabbage rolls? Seriously? Dude, they were really, really good. They were like some of the best cabbage rolls I'd ever had, I think. They were so stuffed. Like, they were stuffed so fully. Like sausage meat, it tasted like. Never had cabbage rolls. They're pretty good. You can move over the towels, dude. They have a tendency to get squished. And every time I fold these clothes now, I can't believe. Yeah. Nosy hasn't got you on the sewing machine yet? Do the best you can with those drawers. I need to like. Oh, excuse me. Man, all these pants I just bought you don't even fit anymore. Not funny. It's not funny. All the laundry's officially folded. Probably won't fit you, eh? It's too big, probably. So. I'm weird like that too. Bring down like a cup, down to like boathouse or the shop or something on top. I got myself. Gotta do what a guy's gotta do. There was even a time when I smoked cigarettes and I put a cigarette pack on the top of the cup. Because it was the perfect size. Why is this TV doing this? Like a hard reboot or something. Oh, like Wang. Factory reset or something. Settings. Oh. Okay, when you do that, are you holding the button still? Okay.
No, because you said settings, so I just...
Oh, you just let it go. You were gonna? Go setting. Do it anyway. Okay, you didn't clearly reset my whole television if you have my... Oh, I was choking on my own spit. Laughing. Well, seriously, right? I'm like, reset. It says, click this button to start to reset your TV to the factory settings and set it up from scratch. So I click it, and halfway through it, it remembered my email. Clearly did not reset. Clearly. Who watches TV Plus? Get over yourself. Disable TV Plus channel? Go! Prime. Like store, really. Over yourself. Yeah, honestly. Right? Why do they even make that in there? You know who it is? You know who it's for? People that don't have computers. That's who it's for. They're like, oh, I've got all these pictures on my phone and I want to look at them bigger. Connect your pictures to your phone onto your TV.
I loved that voice.
Well, that's the voice of everybody that is like, oh, I really want to look at my pictures bigger, but I'm not sure if I can compute. Like, seriously? Get over it.
Oh, God. Sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Oh boy, well, sometimes I really just want to put a picture of my phone on the big screen. Oh,
Jack.
oh boy. Come on, everybody. Right? I don't know why you're laughing.
What?
I don't know why you're laughing. It didn't reset the TV. I'm still signed into effing YouTube. I mean, clearly it's working. But I said reset the frickin' TV, my guy.
Not reset, but apps.
Prime Video. Oh no. I'm gonna go move. Oh, Chuck. See, you're still something.
Turn it up. Turn it up!
I also think it remembered my picture setting. Yeah. Okay. No, no. That was the best.
Your ears? Principal. Teacher.
Okay, my guy. You brush your teeth this weekend? Okay.
Every night.
Oh yeah, 'cause you're Grams, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The ones you're wearing? Yeah. Oh, those are cool.
They're like bedtime songs. I have pants that match it.
Okay, we'll have to make sure to send those back to Grammy's then. Is that where the socks came from, Graham? Yeah, but is the jammies insured at Grammy's or Moss? Yeah, okay. Not that important, but if you got like the whole matching set and it's like a big time thing that you wear. Is that your jammies from Christmas? Good. Cool. Can you turn that down like one notch, Mace? I don't want it to rutabaga.
Mr. Burger.
I already did it.
Don't do it again as well, me.
Oh. What if I want to? You bored? You want to do something with me? What? Hey, where's the little feet? Oh, here. This is what I was trying to show you. See these little feet prints?
Right.
Oh, Q is medicine. Oh, I have more. I see. Whoa. The guy downstairs isn't home right now, so I don't really care if he's bouncing off the roof or whatever.
I think there's something.
He grabbed everything.
Oh,
You watch. I go here. I hold E.
I need to.
E.
Yeah, it
Who's that? Yeah, I picked medicine and stuff.
Save these for the trail.
There's a robot over here. So far what I understand about this world is that future world, the metal work. I'm an outcast. We start off as this little baby, little girl. The beginning of the game is really fun. Okay, I don't know what to do today. What do you want to do? One more day tomorrow before school. These torches will burn forever. Pretty wicked, right? No. Oh no.
That's like me glitching in Brawl Stars. It like glitches for like 3 seconds and again.
I thought my computer was crashing. Am I allowed to walk through this town?
There's nothing.
There, it's the marvelous outcast again. Don't stare.
Walkers are such a waste of time. At least you can get a blade and you can go.
I was hunting a spider when a raptor spotted me. Then a scatter wanted a piece too. So I'm fighting
everybody's
to see Karst and get a tripcaster.
My day.
Somebody programmed this.
No one else around. It's safe to eat. I guess this will be waiting for me. Stocking up. There he is. Looks nervous.
People aren't supposed to talk to me.
Well, an outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, or you'll sprain your neck.
It's always a pain in the neck when you show up, girl, one way or another.
Is there a reason why you're acting so cranky today?
Once you run the proving and get made a brave, you'll deal with traitors in Mother's heart. Maybe I don't like losing customers.
Traitors who don't break the law and deal with outcasts, you mean?
That's right. Our days of crime will be behind us, so long as you keep quiet.
Are you worried I'm going to tell someone that you trade with outcasts?
I don't think you're the kind who talks, but you never know.
You can stop worrying. The secret's safe with me.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I don't mind hearing it.
The only person I've ever told about our trades is Rost.
Yeah, well, not like he can turn me in, even if he wanted to. Law and duty sort of a man, that Rost. I don't know how you stand it.
You really don't know why he was cast out?
I've told you no. I don't think anyone knows what he did, but it must have been serious because his term is for life.
Why do you take the risk, trading with outcasts?
Every time you ask. If a big, meaningful talk is what you're after, move along.
It's because you used to be one, isn't it?
Yeah. Got caught poking around one of the metal ruins out beyond the Embrace. Matriarch said I was tainted and gave me 5 years.
What did you see in the ruins?
Nothing I can make sense of. After my shunning, I tried living back in Mother's heart, but everyone I knew had moved on, and there were so many people everywhere I turned. I like it better out here.
Last time I visited, you had a tripcaster available for trade. Still got it?
I do. But you need to bring me a scrapper lens. What can I say? Special weapons don't come cheap.
Oh, I can pay. Took down a scrapper not long ago. Stripped out the lens in perfect condition.
I'll be the judge of that. Show me. I thought you wanted a tripcaster. I'm ready to trade when you are.
I don't have that. Your tablet.
Hi.
Okay. Oh fuck. I have a scrapper, man.
I thought you wanted a tripcaster. I'm ready to trade when you are.
I guess that concludes our business.
All right. Good luck in the proving. Blessing of All Mother and all that.
I need this.
She said it in such a panic. How do you throw a rock again?
So they were looking. Got one. Woods, roots, and trunks.
How does this work? I hit. I just start it back up again? Is that how it works? You will not be able to reconnect.